Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Is everyone having a good time out there? Is everyone having a good time out there? Let's get this junk out of the way. All right, now we can set this guy up. So power supply needs plugged in. We need to get this cam working, so that needs to go to channel 3. And then we're gonna set this up. Come on through there. There you go, buddy. All right, so we're gonna do some controllers because I'm running out of controllers for my mods. All right, so that's working. Okay, now we just got to figure out why some of our controllers aren't working. So we have a bunch of controllers that we recently did. Look like this. Isn't that a beauty? Ain't that a beauty? Ain't that a beauty? But let's see what it doesn't do, because they all don't do something. And there's some noise in that signal, but I'm not worried about it. This one doesn't jump. He runs. Does he do all directions? Yeah. But he won't jump. Oh, actually, he jumped there on his own. Okay. So let's go back to bench cam. So what I really need to do is put this in the background because it's not what we're working on. That's just our test. It's just our way to test, right? So we just need to let's hang some stuff up we don't need. We're gonna probably do some PlayStation 3 stuff later. So I got that out. This bit does not go in here. These two do though. That's a 2 and that's a 1. Put this 2 back over here. Let's get the 2 out. Let's take this controller apart and figure out why it doesn't jump. And I am going to sit down so you can see my face. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's see here. So this guy doesn't jump, but he does everything else fine. So we gotta figure out why that is. And it's probably just something silly like the pad isn't making a good contact with the button or something. So we'll take the top off. All 4 screws come out. There's 4 screws on the bottom of all these controllers. They're all the same, even if Atari didn't make them. Ah, look, the spring came out and everything. Ah, yeah, that will do it. That looks shifted. Okay, so there's our spring. See how the middle pad here is like, well, you probably can't see. Let me get this figured out here. This middle pad here is like shifted. So we're gonna see if we can just lift the glue up, because it's literally just glued plastic. And we're going to move it over and put it back down. Because it's just not making good contact with the pad because of that. I need like a spray adhesive to put these back down, but anyways. Any hoodles. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Yeah, voice audio says it's good. Okay, good. So we just got to pick this plastic off of, and hopefully it will lay back down once we're done. Yeah, there we go. So just peel that off, and then this just needs to move over just right there. And then we'll just lay it back down on it. Okay, and now we can put the game on. Okay, and now if we plug this back into the controller, or back into the console, this is going to be a pain in the butt. The way I need to turn this console around so I can see the back. And we reset the game. There we go. We can jump now. Little Mario can jump. And he can move. And he can go up. Oh, maybe he can go up. I think I was hitting down. Let's try that again. So jump. And up. And down. And left. All right, yeah, cool. Okay. So that's all that needed, was just scooched over so it was sitting, so that pad is sitting right on there. And I might put a dab of glue on there so it doesn't move on me. But honestly, dang it. This is the hard part, is getting it back together. This is the hard part, that is for sure. It's getting it to sit back together. So we'll put that there. We'll get some screws in this bottom part. Like that. Try to hold it in place a bit. And then we will do this upside down maneuver. Like that. There we go. And then we'll put only 2 screws back in to test real fast before we go all the way and say it's good. Hi Chris, how are you? We're actually doing Ataris today. I try to be the guy who does Ataris, and then I end up doing game store consoles every time I stream, so that's not really working out for me, is it? But tonight we got to do Ataris because I'm selling all my Atari bundles. It's doing very well on eBay. And if I don't, I'm going to run out of controllers. So we got to do some controllers here. All right, can we jump now? Yes, we can. And we can move all directions and... Oh, is he not wanting to move up? Let's see. Oh, he can go up. Just got to hold the controller together better. Okay. Awesome. So 2 more screws here. And then this will be a controller ready for a bundle. All right. Let's check it one more time. Hello, hello. We're fixing Ataris today. Well, not really. We're fixing Atari controllers today. Hi, Ace. Hi, Chris. How are you? Oh, I had a question for you guys. Is it really hard to add, like, I assume this just is something in OBS and I can Google it, but to add notifications when people subscribe and all that? Is that hard? It's already hooked to your YouTube, right? So I don't think it'd be too bad. Okay, so that one's good. Let's get another one out here. Let's see what it's not doing. Hey, yo! What's going on, man? So this one's jumping. Ooh, that one's crunchy. This one's jumping, but not doing anything else. This one feels like... Yeah, there's a broken piece in there for sure in this one. Let's see what's going on with him. Hi, Russ. What's going on, man? This feels like, this is definitely a different controller. Might be a later Atari or it might be an off-brand. Let me get you guys to the right camera. I got a video. Thank you, Chris. Thanks for answering, brother. If I Google it or ask AI, I'm sure sure something comes up. I was just wondering if it was easy or not. If it was hard, I'll spend some more time figuring it out. Okay, yeah. So, all right. That's no good. Yeah, this retainer clip broke. This is the clip that the controller uses in the center here. So that one's junk. Got to get another one. I don't know if I have one for this model. This is a weird model. So that's junk. Honestly, there's got to be a 3D print file for these. These are just white plastic. Stream elements? Okay. I will look into it. Okay, so I think we're going to have to set this one to the side because it needs a part. And we'll see if one of the other ones is broken in a way that we can just use its part. So we'll put that one there. We'll grab another one. We'll see what's wrong with you, my sir, my friend. Okay. So this guy, plug him in. Turn the console on. He jumps. He goes left. He goes right. A little slow to respond there, buddy. Yeah, he like keeps wanting to go left for a minute. And he does not go down. So he does not go down, and he seems to be responding oddly in the left direction. So let's see what's going on in here. Need to get my drill back down here. Yeah, I need to get those things set up like you guys have where you can make all the cool noises. Oh, this one, this one's been patched already. Someone's patched this, like way back in the day. Look at that. How freaking cool is that? Before I drop a screw here, let's not do that. Or the little spring, because that would suck. Yeah, someone's patched this. They felt it wasn't responding enough, and they put these little piece of paper on top. Give it some more height on the thing. I don't know if that's helping it or hurting it, though. I might take it off. I think it's hurting it. Because it's getting stuck down. Which is because these are too high. Isn't that cool? God knows when someone patched this. Probably a long time ago, right? Long time ago. This is probably like a 1980s, late 80s, 90s patch job. I don't know why they did it, because the controller works fine. Other than the fact that it gets stuck in some directions. Okay, let's see if we got a good... This all look okay. Okay, let's see if we can hit them all from here, because if we can't, then we need to clean the pad. So, that goes in. Yeah, really old mod. Okay, and this button works, and that button works, and this button works. And up. Okay, yeah, up doesn't work very well. Wait, which way am I holding the controller? Am I holding it the right way? Yeah, Mario died. That sucks. Sorry, Mario. Let's see if I hit it hard enough. Can I get it to go? Yes. Okay. So that's just really rough to do. And down does not work at all. Okay. So up works, but it's rough. And down does not work at all. Okay, so what we'll probably do is peel the plastic back, clean down, and clean up. We gotta peel so much of this plastic to get at it though, which sucks, but oh well. So we got some cleaner. I don't know where my little nozzle went. Oh well. Just needs a spray. Just needs a spray. And then that back down. Okay, now let's get the bottom here, which was the easiest way to peel that would be this corner, I think. Yep, there we go. Ah, it's peeling weird. I don't like that. Come on. There we go. Why aren't you working? Are you just out of place a little bit? Let's see. Does that do anything for us? Let's find out. Ah, the glue's so sticky. Let's find out if that does anything for us. Gotta hit the reset button. Actually, I don't think I have to for this game. No, I don't. Okay, and up is this one, and down. Still no down. No down. No down, no down. Okay, let's see if we have... Okay, so see if all of our wires are making good contact. Our two wires we need for down are blue and black. Blue and black, and they seem to be making a good connection. Actually, some of the other directions might not work if they weren't, like left, and it does work. So that's telling me that just this pad is not making contact, or it's because blue isn't working. So we take blue off. Okay, this is going to be tricky because I need a different game where I can go backwards right off the bat, because I got to move Mario to a place where he can go down, because he can't go down off the get. You got to get him to the stairs, right? So, okay. So we're going to jump, and we're going to go to the stairs. And we're going to go up the stairs, maybe. Okay, and then we're going to go down, which is going to be touching black to... Yeah, and he didn't go down. That should be making him go down. It's not, so that tells me that this wire itself has an issue, because he should definitely go down if those two wires touch. And he's not. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, because if I, let's think here. Because if I, oh, let's ohm out. Let's see if there's a good connection here, because if there is, we probably should have done this to begin with, so that we didn't have to tear the glue up if we would have realized that it's the wire's fault. But if we go to continuity, and we touch blue and black, and we hit the button, do we get a signal? Let's get them both on there. I need my alligator clamp ones for this. No. And if we do another one, oh well, we gotta get like that. Okay, that's got continuous continuity. What's up with that? Maybe it's internal. Let's unplug it. It shouldn't have continuous continuity there, because that is black and green. Okay, now it doesn't. So if I hit the button, if I touch that and this and hit the button, I should get some continuity here. Like, man, this is hard to do. This sucks. All right, so we got black and green. We hit the button. Yep, there it is. Okay, but if we do blue and black, do blue and black and hit the button. Need to go get my alligator clamp leads. I have them too, I just am lazy. We get nothing. And we should be getting something. So let's peel this back again. Okay. Peel this back again and figure out why we're not getting continuity on that one. Take the metal plate out. I mean, it looks clean. We'll spray some in there. And cleaner. It's way freaking too much, but it will. Okay, let's see if that's any better. So we gotta touch these two. Okay, so that's beeping now, but even when I shorted the wires earlier, he wouldn't go down. So I don't know if that's actually gonna fix it. Checking ohms mode, yeah. Yeah, it might not be small enough to be checking in that way, right, with continuity. Oh, it's hard to get him lined up on the stairs. Yeah, he's good. He should be going down now. He's not. So I think we had two issues here. Not only did we have the button, but I think we have a bad wire too. And that's okay, because I got more wires right here. And we can plug this one in and see if he works. So we'll take these off, and thankfully, Atari was nice enough that when they made these, they actually labeled on the circuit board what color's what, so you don't have to worry about messing that up. We just take all these off, and we put all these on. So we have orange at the bottom. Make sure it's getting a good connection on there. Orange, and then green, and then blue, and then black, and then white, and then brown should be the last, because there's only one left. Okay, now let's see. Let's take this rubber band off. Oh, that broke in pieces. That's a 1980s rubber band right there. That's for sure. That's been on there a long time. Put that on. Is the game still on? Yeah, it is. So I can hit go. Oh no, he lost all his lives. So we got to reset the game. There we go. So I can hit go, and we can go. And we can go up the ladder, and we can go back down the ladder. See that? Look at that. So the button was dirty, but also we have a break in the wire. So we're going to take this out of this case. This is a bad one. See if I can just see something. Well, actually, I should look up the schematic for this and ohm it out and see if it's actually a break or if it's just dirty. It might just be dirty on the green contact in the plug. But for now, just to make, because I got orders to ship, we'll have to take this back apart, unfortunately, because to get it in the housing. And then all these leads go in the bottom of the controller. Like that. And then it will go in, should go in all the way. Come on. And then you just pull it down so that it's stuck in there. I don't want to pull on the wires. This one might be a little, there we go, pop it in. And then it comes down and sits like that. There it is. Now we got to put all these wires back on, so orange, green. Oh, I got a video uploading right now. It is our storage locker excursion to get my arcade game that I've been wanting to get. It is in my house now. It has some issues I got to fix, but I have it now. Everyone who's been attending these streams for the past few times knows what the game is, but I won't spoil it because the video kind of walks you up to that point where I tell you what it is, which is... I'm getting better at making videos, people. I'm getting a little better. Okay, so, and then this sits like this. Something you got to look out for if you're doing this yourself is the wires are going to want to do some funky stuff, and you're going to want to make sure that they don't go on one of these holes that has your screws, or you're going to have a bad day, right? So we got to find out where our button sits, and it's right in this corner. So we're going to wrap that around here and then go down. And we're going to try to make sure that our wires do not interfere. See, they really want to interfere with sitting like so. Like so. Okay, and then we do this super awesome song and dance where we try to get this all lined up. And then we look through these holes and make sure none of the wires are coming through. Because if we see a wire and then we put the screw in, we're going to ruin the controller because it's going to go straight through that tiny little wire. We're just going to tighten these down. Like I said earlier in the stream, I sell these as Atari bundles on my eBay store. I've actually sold most of them now. I have more I can make. I just have not put the cases together yet. So there will be more on the way. So he runs now. He goes up, he goes down, and will he go left? Yes. I just got to put the screws in all the way, and it'll probably help him go left. Just make sure all these are tight. That one wasn't very tight. Okay, let's try that again. Left, right, left. Up, down, left. You gotta get all the way on the floor. Oh, have I tested jump very much? Yeah, let's jump. I know, Russie. Live streaming, that's right. I learned that very quickly because it takes me months to put out a video just because I got to edit it and I got to mess around with like recording all the segments. But man, you do a live stream. See how close I was? Man, I suck. Live stream, I just say, hey, I'm live streaming, and I just go hit the button. Okay, so that's another good one. So we got two good ones, which is awesome, because I got to ship one of these soon. Let's see. Yeah, it was literally today. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm running out of controllers. You think it's the other way around? It's just like there's so much... Okay, this one just struggles to go left. It wants to. You just got to push it really hard. Let's see if we can get over here to go up, though. Come on. Up and down's easy. Just right is not. I don't know, but there's just no setup, really, with the live stream. Because I'm doing this stuff anyways. Like, I'm doing these repairs regardless of if I'm live streaming it or not. So, I guess that's what makes me feel like it's easy. This one's dirty. All these parts should have went through the ultrasonic. This one definitely did not. I mean, once you get the live stream set up for the first time, then like all I do is come down here and hit run or hit start stream, and there's nothing else to it, you know? Okay, let's see what's going on in you, buddy. You all look happy. Let's see if I just hit these buttons if it's happy. Oh, that doesn't look happy. Where did this come from? Where did this little leg come from? Ah, one of the screws broke off on the top case here. No. Did that go all the way down? Oh, I see it. Don't lose the spring. The springs always try to run away from you, man. You cannot lose them. I think I got some more top cases over here. We got a new top case for it. Yeah, here's a top case. I can give it this one. Okay, let's make sure all the buttons are actually working. So we'll go this way, up, down, and we'll go left. Okay, yeah, they're all fine. So I think it's just mad because that one side's broke off and it's probably not sitting right. So we'll give it this one, which looks the same. Let's see if this fits. So that's the other hard thing. There's a core audience that enjoys watching lives and hardly any watch them after. So if you want subs, you need videos. I agree. I will say that once I started streaming, my amount of subs has gone up exponentially because people are finding my channel via the streams. And then they watch videos. And stuff like that. Or maybe they watch the stream for like 2 seconds, subscribe, and go away. But I still, you know, it's really good for getting a discovery. Okay, let's see if I just do this. If... I don't think this top is going to work because the holes are too big. Yeah, this is totally a top for a different controller. Man... Well, can we make it work with this one, missing the one screw? I don't think we can. I think that's going to be a no-go for us. Well, this one that we were trying to figure out earlier, let's see if we can if he will work with this guy. Because he needed a new center tap. Oh, was this one just straight up? Why are you beeping at me? Yeah, this is a good center tab. So that's your plastic center of the controller. Like that. And then... Now we should... Why does that feel... No, that's flat. Okay. Will this sit on here, or is this one not line up either? No, that lines up. That's happy right like that. That is happy. Okay, so if we go back to the game. Is this a happy controller now? Oh yeah, it's happy. That is a happy controller. Joystick, original controller. This is the Thank you, multimeter. This is the OG controller right here. You can't get any more OG than the original Atari 2600 joystick, that's for sure. See that? That tells you right there, I'm the GOAT. All right? You are in the presence of greatness. Atari greatness. Hello, everyone. Oh, you're not going to want to jump now, huh? You don't like the screws? Is that your problem? You don't like the screws, huh? Worked without the screws. That's the thing, like, these things can get unlined up so easy in this. And you gotta put it together in such a specific way, man. Ugh, just such a pain in the butt. You saw I tested it before I put the screws in, and then I put the screws in, and now it doesn't want to go left. How annoying is that? Okay, let's get all the screws out and see what I did. What did I mess up? So we don't want to open it that way, we want to open it this way. And everything looks okay. We just got to make sure that the board and everything lines up when we go back together, like that. And now we can test left, right, up, down. See how happy it is? Look at that. And then let's put the screws in and see if it stays happy. We'll just try to put them in not so tight. Maybe we're putting them in too tight. You know? I think Mario dies here when this gets to 0. Is that true? Yep. It's tighter than that. I just needed to just hold down the hatches, buddy. I don't want the controller kind of feeling like it's going to fall apart in your hand. That's not acceptable. Okay. Yeah, that's acceptable. But do you want it to work now? Yeah, you do. Up, down, left, right. All right, that's good controller. That is a good controller now. So tons of debate all the time on this. And the reason I think I saw a Reddit thread on this. Because you'll see clip art for the Atari controllers and stuff, and this will be red. And some people will say, yeah, it was red. And some people will say, no, the whole controller was orange. The console was orange. Well, you're both right, honestly. Because Atari did lots of revisions of the 2600, and they did not document anywhere the revision changes. So I have hundreds of boards that, and like this guy, it says revision 14, it says it right here. Revision 14. And it doesn't say anything about the revision on the outside of the console. It literally just says, I am an Atari 2600. So they did the same thing with the controllers. They did revisions with red buttons. They did revisions with the orange. There's lots of aftermarket ones with the red button. It's pretty random. Yes, Rusty, fixed. Fixed. That's what we're here for. We're here to fix things. And then once my wife gets to painting the consoles, we're going to get the consoles, and then there'll be a lot more bundles to purchase on my eBay store once I get all those done. Hoping to get it done here soon because the Christmas rush is upon us. Let's see here. Okay, what's wrong with you? Nothing? Let's hope. No, nothing's wrong with you. Oh my God, it's fixed. Maybe there's something wrong with the console I tested this in. He seems fine. He seems a little loose. Maybe tighten these down a little bit. Yeah, that top one, this top one's pretty loose, but any other games you want to see? I'm happy to go dig through the game pile and pick a different game for testing if you guys want to see a different game. Just take me a minute. Okay, that's 2 bundles. That's 2 controllers of bundles. So that's 4 controllers. So 2 bundles. I do 2 controllers for each bundle. Ready to go. What else do we got? What was wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy? He doesn't want to go. Oh, he kind of wants to go in some directions, but it's not good. It's not good. He just seems really loose. Oh, this might be the one I was working on earlier today. Yes, I joined, Jay Fixit invited me to that one, and I joined it, and I joined another one that someone invited me to. I joined the YouTube Fixers one that Jay Fix invited me to. And I swear I joined another one. Yeah, this is the one I was mucking with earlier, I think. And he wants a specific topper, and I think it's this topper. I think he wants this topper. Not gonna lie. Let's see. Is that? No. No, he does not. What am I talking about? That does not work. The holes line up? No. The holes are huge. Yeah, I got one controller that's different than the rest, and it's him. And I'm trying to find his mate. So, what else do we got? Okay, so we can't find a mate for this guy because he's a weird controller. We had this one. Okay, his rubber's still over there. Okay, so this guy needs a topper, and it's very specific to him. So he's going to have to sit over there. And we got a lot of controllers like that just need the rubber sleeve, like this. He's just missing the rubber sleeve. And I think I'm out of those. I think I used them all. But maybe if this is a good controller, we can steal the rubber sleeve from these two. He just needs cleaned off really bad. So we got 3 of them that are missing the rubber sleeve. Let's see if they're good controllers. And if they're good controllers, we will just steal the rubber sleeve from one of the 2 bad controllers. This one needs cleaned. Something fierce. Something fierce. All right, let's see if it works. Is that plugged in all the way? They wrote fair on it, whatever that means. Does that mean it fairly works? Yeah, I can see what they mean by fair. It's mostly bad. Maybe it just needs worked out a bit. Did I work it out? It definitely needs cleaned. Definitely needs cleaned. So we're going to take this one apart. All right. Let's see how nasty this is on the inside, because, oh my God, it doesn't want to come apart. There's no screws in this, and it's still being held together. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of kid gunk. That's a lot of years of service right there. Hey, Angry. How are you? We're actually doing Ataris today, which is like what I try to come on the stream and do. We're actually doing it this time. It's crazy. Okay, so let's plug this back in. Dude, you guys are going to think that I only buy nasty controllers because that's all I seem to be showing on stream lately is just the nastiest shit. Up, down, left, right. Okay, all your directions work. I think it just needed a clean. Okay, so... yeah, so Angry, we've done four controllers so far. 4 joysticks that are good and working. And hopefully we can get 2 more. And then once we get those 2 done, I'm doing kind of a shorter stream today. I'm going to end at 9 EST, so we got 2 hours left. But when we get done with the Atari controllers, I got my order for the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 lasers so that we can do that one PlayStation 1 that needed a laser, and we can do that one PlayStation 2 Slim that needed a laser, and hopefully that's all they need, and then they're good to go. Okay, this, what do I want to do here? So I'm assuming that this is the same as the other ones, but I'm going to take a picture anyways, just in case. And we're going to take these wires off. Always take a picture, people. It will save your butt. One time it'll save your butt, and you'll never stop doing it, because it's like working on your car, man. You got to take pictures of everything. All right, so now we can take this entire case. Where's the top of the damn thing? That's the top to it, right? Yeah. No, that's the weird top. That's the weird top. It's just, this is the top. It's got that fair sticker on it still. So let's get the button out of there. And now all of this can go to the ultrasonic cleaner along with the button. So that's going to have to go to the cleaners. But then after that, this one should be good. So we'll write good on this. Good. I need to get my silver Sharpies down here. I don't have them down here. They're up at my desk upstairs. But that's a good board. So we just got to clean the inside of him. Oh, you know what we could do? We can take this good board and we can put it in this one that's got the weird board. Yeah, because those don't even connect on there very good. So let's put that good board. Get that dirt off it. And put it in this one. Okay, and then we'll have to look back at our photo here. See how it connects. I know I had it memorized when I did a bunch of these one week, like 50 controllers, and I had it memorized, but I don't anymore. Okay, so that is way too loose fitting. So we're definitely gonna have to squeeze these in to get them to fit snug on our PCB. That's it's better. My phone's gonna keep trying to go to sleep. That feels good. Yes, then blue. That one feels good. No, it does not. I lied. That needs smaller. There's blue, phone, stop falling asleep, and then black, white, and brown. That one feels good. That one's good. And brown, good. All right, all those are touching. Let's dump these screws out. Let's see if that lines up with all the holes. It does. Okay. And then we'll take this one, take its spring, put its spring back on, and then we just gotta line everything up here, which is the hard part, and get it all in there. And we're gonna make sure there's no wires poking out of the holes, and there's not. Put these screws back in. Oh, really? Nice. Hey, Angry, I hope your Xbox and stuff gets there here soon. I saw it was sitting at the Cincinnati distribution center for a long time. It scares me shipping stuff because I'm always worried that, especially when I ship at FedEx, because there was no way I was going to get those to you cheaply or like less than $100 unless I shipped them FedEx. And it always scares me doing that because it's FedEx. I've had a lot of experience with FedEx just destroying stuff, man, like just punting it across planet Earth. Okay, let's see if this is a good controller now. Left and right feel good. Jump's good. Up, down. Look at that. Good controller. Fantastic. Should we get the hammer? Let's get the hammer. Oh, well, we tried. Yeah, and I have found, I don't know what your guys' experiences are, but personally, I have found that there's no one beats the regular postal service when it comes to, now, it will be slower. Don't get me wrong. The regular post office will take a lot longer time to get it there. Sometimes FedEx gets it there really fast. Sometimes they don't. But they will take care of your stuff. Post office does take care of your stuff, man. At least in my neck of the woods, they seem to care. My postal workers pick up all my orders, take them out, and that button. There. Yeah, I get it, Angry, but you can't fix broken plastic. I mean, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want the plastic to be all messed up. Look at that. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. All right, that's another gun. Another one done. So we got 5 done now. Okay, we got 2 more that are missing their rubber. And maybe we can just steal the rubber off this one because it broke its it broke a piece of plastic in it, so it's going to be useless to us anyways. But we'll steal the rubber off it if this one works okay. Okay. Hello, Attic. How are you? We're fixing Atari controllers today. Okay, this one does not want to go left. It will go up, it will go down, it will go right. It will not go left. So, we're gonna see if that is because of the wire, or is it because of the connection in the controller? Because it can be either one, right? There's only 2 ways that signal is not reaching the PCB, and that's either because the signal isn't being made, because the button isn't working, or because there is a disconnect in the wire, and that disconnect in the wire is not letting that signal reach. All right, so we flip it upside down. There it is. So the easiest way to test that, let's see if it's just a bad connection by plugging it back in now that we got the top off, resetting Mario. Mario's upset. Hitting the button and seeing if all directions work now. No, left is not working still. So since left still isn't working, now we're gonna get our multimeter out and we're gonna see if we see continuity on that line when we hit the button. Oh, we gotta turn our multimeter on first. Pro tip. Okay, so we got those probes there. And I'm not seeing, oh, there's the signal. See that? So our controller is working, but we have a disconnect somewhere. So let's see about another one. So it's about the same. So the button's fine. Our wire seems to have an issue. Yeah, because that should be enough to trigger it. Let's get it on there real good. Yeah, that's definitely enough. So is it just not making a good connection? Oh, that kind of looks like it's a little messed up. Let's just take that off and put it back on. It's got to be green, not black, because black is common to all of them, and if black wasn't working, none of them would. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything on here. So we jump. No. Okay, next thing we try is we try to clean this out. I gotta look up the diagram. I don't memorize it for what wire goes where, but we'll clean that out. Yeah, no left still. No left. So I am going to condemn the wire here. The wire has been wrapped up one too many times, and the green wire has lost its connection to the other side of the board. And that's the second time we've condemned a wire tonight. As you can see, that's a common thing. Okay, so where can we get a good wire? We have this wire right here. Okay, now I gotta remember. Is that the bad one from earlier? Because we didn't take the Rusty advice and mark it. So now we're in a pickle, aren't we? Okay, that's got to be the bad one, because I don't have any more. I just have this one over here. So we can steal the wire out of this one. That's what we'll do. Because this one's definitely the bad one. I need to get my silver Sharpie, but that one's bad. So let's throw that, mark it, and throw it in the bin. And we're going to steal this one out of this controller and put it in that one and see if it works. Because this is the weird controller that we don't have a topper for. And if we can just steal the wire out of it, then that'd be awesome. And it's the same configuration, so that's no problem. Okay, so this is a good board, but it is it has weird hole patterns that the other controllers don't. So we'll take a photo of this like that, and we'll use that as a guide once we get this off. Take these off. Okay. And then this goes up and out. And this one is also condemned. We'll take, well, honestly, we can leave it in this bottom. I don't think this is a weird bottom, is it? No, this is a standard bottom, so we can just leave it in that and just put this board in. Okay, and from the bottom, we see we got green. What am I doing? It's not right. Green would go on this side, and it's on the bottom, and then white, and then orange. So there's green, white, orange, yeah. I need to get. I've never been an organized person, and I try. But I go to places like the game store where he's got everything binned up, and I think to myself, like, wow, that would make my life so much easier if I just did that. I just don't. I just never have the time. Just always, my brain is so wrapped up in what's next that I never, I never stop and think about how I could improve my quality of life when it comes to working on these things. Okay, this was a good topper, right? Yes. It is missing its spring. That's okay. It's right here. This one was missing its topper rubber, so instead we'll just, no, we got to take the rubber out of this one because this one had damage. Yeah, look at that. That's all broken. This is broke here. So this one is trash. Trash, trash, trash. And we can steal this rubber and put it in this one. And that one's dirty. Is that the one we took out? Yeah, it is. That one needs a bath, though. It needs a bath bad. I don't want to do that if it needs a bath. Well, I got another topper right here. This one's good. Doesn't need a bath. Also, the paint on this one's really good. So we're going to put this one in here. We just got to get all those holes to line up and get the wires to sit where they should, which is in the console and not slammed into the shell. Okay, now let's see if we can do all directions. All right, that should be in good enough. Look at that. We can go back and forth. We can go up. You just got to get it right on it. Up and down, left, right. There, Bob's your uncle. All right, so this one can get its screws, and that adds, that's 6 total, which is awesome because that's 3 more bundles I can do now. Got 6 working controllers. Okay. Look at that. You've never seen someone. No. I was about to boast and say I was good at the game, and then that happened. Okay. There's all 6 of the 2600 controllers. So that's 6 more bundles I can do. I have a lot of parts still. This one's rubber's different than the rest, so I can't steal it, unfortunately. Oh yeah, and we had one more case that just needs cleaned, but I don't think we had another good wire. We're gonna have to get another good wire for him. So I'm gonna bag these Atari screws and springs so that I can find them in the future. Got these tiny, tiny little baggies. Spring. Button. Okay, so those are all good controllers. That's trash. That broke. This was a good board. It just needs maintenance. That's a good inner plastic piece. Okay. Thank you, Russ. Or Yank. Jesus, I don't know why I always mix you guys up. Thank you, Yank. I agree. I think they are a good price. I've sold a lot of them. I sold another one today. I need to increase the volume it says I have available because I have more than what it says. I think it says I have 2 left. I got way more than 2 left now that I did some more controllers. That's a good rubber. Got way more than 2 left now. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do there. What time is it? 7:30. So we're halfway through the stream. I got to be done at 9. So let's do the PS1 laser and the... Oh, wait. There's another bottom. Maybe we can make one more controller. Here's another bottom. Okay, so let's take that one PCB. Let's see if we can make one more. This one might need soldered. I think I put that down there for a reason. Looks like the wire's been smashed. Yeah, that wire's been smashed. So this is going to be a cut-in repair job on that one. Let's just add him to the pile for now. Let's just get this, let's get these 2 out of the way I want to get done, which is the, another board in there. Sick. Let's get this PS1 out of the way. I want to get this PS1 done. That's not bad. That's what all this stuff's about, man. It's about reliving those days, right? Reliving those glorious days when you woke up on Christmas morning and couldn't believe how excited you were to open your new console or whatever it was. Okay, so I have 4 screws here, but that's definitely not all of them. It should be 6 for this. That is not the box I need. This is... So here's our new laser. There it is. Does this one have a solder blob I need to remove? Since it's already in this casing, I'm going to assume not. I'm going to assume it's ready to go. But we'll find out very quickly here. Okay, we do need to steal the white cable from it. Okay. So that just goes in like that. That goes in like that. Where is our... Huh. I assume they just tuck it in there for transport, because that's not supposed to be in there, right? This sits like... How's this sitting here again? Like this. So this actually goes through here. Right? Damn it. Maybe it doesn't fit through there. There we go. Yeah, that goes through there like that. That sits like this on the rubber feet. Come on now. And then that connects right there. Like that. There it is. Okay. So let's get our cables figured out here and get the stream set up to play PS2, which it is, it looks like. So we're going to plug that in, or PS1. This needs to go away. This is for this. Actually, we'll leave that there because we're going to do the Slim in a minute. We just need to plug that in. It is plugged in. Okay, good. So we just got to plug this in here. Like that. Turn it on. And then we got to get a PS1 disc. Where did my PS1 disc go? Here we go. And we're going to switch to this, and we're going to switch to video. Okay. And then we'll hold down the button. Can it launch from this screen, or do I have to restart it? We'll restart it. Thanks, Chris. Is this still not going to read, even with a new laser? Is this guy going to be annoying? Let's see. From an old Mac. Feeder or bogger supposed to be plastic plate on the bottom. Oh yeah, you're right. There is supposed to be a plastic plate. I have the plastic plates. I have the plastic plates. Right here. Okay, but before we put the plastic plate on, let's see if we need to calibrate this laser. Because it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Let's back you up, buddy. Come on. There we go. Don't tell me the calibration's on the top of this. Oh, it's got screws. Okay, it's probably on the top of this. Look for the disc going up and down. Oh no, it's right there. What am I saying? It's right there on the side. Yeah, so this is the bottom plate that sits like that. Or whatever. We'll figure that out in a minute. But first, let's set that on and put that back in. And let's do a calibrate on him. So we can just flip him up towards me like this. And hopefully he'll sit. Yep, he will. Okay, and then we'll change the camera. I should have done that ages ago, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks. Angry, I am a goof. Literally just did these the other night and I forget. That's gonna be a common thing, don't worry about that. Okay. So that's 1.6. That's way high. I think that should be 1.1 and 1.2, right? Right, Angry? 1.6 is pretty high on him. Let me get the right tool for the job here. Where do I have something I can use to do this? Okay, we're just gonna have to do some maneuvering here. All right, multimeter, shut up. This is a double zero. Is that gonna work? No. No, it frickin' is not. Does it need to be bigger? That's a 0. No, don't like that either. Needs to be like a flathead. A 2 flathead. 2 flathead is too big. And guess what? 1.5 is going to be too small. I can almost bet you money. They made these like... no, that's going to work. Okay. So we're going to try to get this to 11 or 12. .6. Stop slipping off it. 1.4. 1.25. A little bit more. 1.15. 1.15, that sounds good to me. That's right there in the middle. Let's get these rubber feet back on. Let's get our game back on. Let's see if that did it for us or not. No, it's still mad. Huh. Maybe this is a board issue and not a laser issue this whole time. But it is still mad. It is at 1.15. Yeah. It says no. This is for sure the same laser. It's an I don't remember. It's a KSM 440 Atom ADM, which is what was in it for sure. They're both ADMs. Well, we can try a different power module pretty easily. Ooh, that made a weird noise. There might be some truth to your statement. So we can swap the power module here with the one out of the... You're gonna like this. It's the only one I got. It's gonna be out of the nasty one. It's gonna be out of the nasty. The bug PlayStation. The bug station. The bug station. Roach Motel. Let's try the Roach Motel one. Okay. I like that. That was fast. That was easy. Okay. This one don't do nothing. Roach Motel doesn't even give us a picture. On account of the roaches. We get a light though. You can't plug this in backwards, can you? No way, right? That'd be really mean if PlayStation made it so you could plug it in backwards. No, you can't. That's plugged in the right way around. Man, it's dead as frack. Yeah. Yeah, it is, ain't it? Roach Motel is absolutely fact. Damn it, man. I thought I was going to fix a PS1 today. Well, shit. The crazy thing is we get a, well, let me show you. We get a power light. We get a power LED that says it's on, but we get no picture and we get nothing. So it's definitely not giving the voltages it should. The caps, I mean, other than being covered in roach shit, look fine. There's a lot of corrosion up here, actually. There's a lot of corrosion up here. So I think Roach Motel is a no-go. Roach Motel is a no-go on the power supply. Gotta be careful because those caps are still gonna have current or voltage stored in them. I mean, other than that, yeah, Roach Motel's definitely a bad PSU, so I mean, I could replace the capacitors in this one. Is it, what are we doing here? Yeah, it's coming on, but bad transformer or bad switch cap. Let's see what these caps are. It's 100 at 200 volts. Okay, I definitely don't have a 200 volt cap. But these guys on this side, I probably have. 560 at 25. I mean, I can replace these 5 and see if it does anything. What do you think? Would you do that? Would you take the time to do that, Yank? Would you replace these 5 caps and see if it does anything? Or is that a waste of time? Check the terminal on the ribbon cable connector. I mean, it looks fine. I will say the board under there doesn't look too happy. It looks like it's definitely been dusty for quite some time. But we got good connection there. I could hit it with some spray. We'll hit it with some spray. See if that does anything for us. Nope, gives up. Roll it out, he says. Roll it out. Okay. You can definitely tell. Be careful here because this power board got some big caps on it, but let me change my cam. You can definitely tell here that this part of the board gets hot. Look how discolored this part of the board is where this chip's sitting, hanging out. Look at that.
I would open it up and check board, roll it out, and if board comes back good and clean, do the caps.
You would do the caps on the power supply or the caps on this board? Which one would you think would be your issue? Because I see surface mount caps on the logic board here. Am I missing any? Yeah, look at all of these. There's so many surface mounts. There's so many caps on this board. Yeah, I would want to look up which ones I should do, because I don't want to just do them all. Like, that's insane. There's so many of them on here. Look at that. Do we see anything that's obvious? Like bulging? No. They all look pretty flat. Yeah. Okay. One directly above the connector. So this guy right here? Just one? Just this guy? Or should I do all three? There's three of them there, it looks like. 1, 2, 3. I can just do the one and see if it works. I mean, no harm in that, right? All right, let's get the other area set up while we wait for... I've never seen it on a fat model. PS1 has one cap that can cause laser issues. All right, Chris, which cap is it, brother? Tell me. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. We'll see if it does anything for us. We'll replace that cap. Let me get my iron heated up here. There it goes. Is it that cap? If it's that cap, we'll replace them. Just tell me which one it is. Help a brother out. You guys are so good at doing that. Let's see how our solder cam is looking. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking fantastic. Let's get some light on it, though. Let's get some light on it. Yeah. So, there we go. Let's see what you guys said. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll do the 3 here if I have them in stock. Just to rule it out. And if that doesn't fix it, we'll just condemn this one to just refuses to read discs, right? We'll just say it just won't read them. What can you do about it, right? What can you do? Let me find where my surface mount caps are. I thought I had them out right here because I did something the other day. We did that GameCube. There they are. There they are. Okay, we'll do one at a time here. We'll just leave it in the chase too, because screw taking it out. This looks like it's a 47. 47. And it's at 6 volts, it looks like, so this will be fine, and that's the same form factor. No, that's a little bigger. 47, this one's at 25. It's the third one in. 47 at 16 is the smallest one I have at 47, so we're just gonna have to make that work. Just gonna have to make it work.
Let me read what you guys said real fast.
Yeah, this is a brand new motor spindle, though. It's literally brand new. The whole assembly came brand new. I know, right, Russie? They are. They are the best. All right, that's that one off. Let's put this one not in backwards. Thank you. Yeah, this one is like too big. It sucks. Let's see if I can get it to work anyways. That seems to be making a connection. I guess we'll see. This one says it is a 50 volt 0.47. Or is it 0.47? Yeah. I do not have a 0.47. I have a 4.7 at 50 volts, but not a 0.47. So I cannot do that one. I can, what's the one next to it? The one next to it looks even smaller. That one is like 10 at 16 volts. 10 microfarad. Oh, I have one of those. That's this guy right here. 10 at 16. I can replace him, I guess. Or we can just see, well, let's just try it like this. Let's say we replace that one. Let's see if it does anything different. Let's test it now. Let's just do it live. I need to make that like a stream thing. The Bill O'Reilly screaming, we'll do it live. Because I reference that way too much to not make it a thing in my stream. So, like all you guys who do that, where you make it so people can say like exclamation point whatever and it makes something happen, is that a, what is that? That Streamlabs? That Streamlabs thing? Let's go back to this one. I'm putting that in wrong somehow. There we go. Back down to 1,000. Okay. Well, I'm going to test it like this. And then we'll drop it down. If it still doesn't work, then we'll drop it down to 1,000. If it still doesn't work, we'll throw it in the rubbish bin. How about that? How about them apples? Ah, we should plug video in. Okay, well, at least I can say we didn't make it worse, but we didn't make it better either. Let's try a different disc too, just to rule that out. Let's try my NASCAR disc, because I think it's nicer than this. This Spyro is pretty rough. So let's try a different disc, and then I'm going to bring that ohm down. Okay, we're gonna listen to Angry, like everyone should. Everyone should listen to Angry all the time. And we're gonna give her a wee bit more juice, a wee bit more. Okay, let's see where that's sitting at now. A thousand perfectly. That is 1,000 exactly. Exactly as I do. Nope. Nope. Still nothing. Still no disc read. Let's see if we see the laser. Let's do that dangerous thing where we look directly into the laser. Yeah, I see it. It's there. I can keep going down. I could keep going down from 1,000, or are we approaching dangerous territory? Oh, shut up, multimeter. Nope, leave her be. She's dead, Jim. Might still be a power supply issue. Not sure on that. For now, we're gonna put these screws back in it so that we don't lose them. We'll bag all the rest. I just don't want the power supply falling out. We'll throw this in our PS1 parts. I'll probably just take this laser and put it back in the box because it's literally brand new. I don't want to confuse it with a bad laser. I think I threw the box away, didn't I? Yeah, I got a little excited and threw the box away. Because I was just like, this is going to fix it. What do we got to worry about here? This is going to fix it. Yeah, well, it didn't, so. How does this sit in here? Like that? No. Like, how the shit did they get this in here? How the shit did they get this fucking in here? They're wizards. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. If they are using newer later PCBs, it needs less juice. Okay, well, they probably are using newer lasers, and it was originally at like 2,200, and we brought it way up. Now you're giving me hope. Giving me hope. So let's bring it way down. Well, let's just do what we've been doing and plug this in. Plug this in. And this has to be this way. Like this. Line all those holes up. Alright. And then we can flip her over like this. But remember, even in the default setting, it did not read. It did not read. So my brain tells me that this isn't going to change too much about it, but and now I don't know where my little tool went I was using. You gotta be kidding me. Is that it? No. So let's put it up. It's 1.9. .7. Here's 1.7. We gotta get our disc again. It kind of does need a disc to try to read a disc. Don't it? Don't it though? Don't it though? Does it? Nope. Let's try a little bit more. Which way was I going? This way. Okay, that's at 1.9 now. We tried 1.7 first. Can someone verify that there's not a solder blob on this? Well, actually, if there's a solder blob, the laser wouldn't come on at all, right? So there definitely is not a solder blob I need to get rid of because the laser is turning on. The laser also never moves. Like, it does not move from its starting position. I would think that it would try to move back and forth. I mean, it moves up and down. Let's turn it off. I'm going to keep just tweaking it back and seeing if we can get it. It moves up and down, but it does not move left to right. It doesn't move left to right at all. Yeah, it does move up and down twice, but it does not move left to right at all. Yeah. It should seek twice. Is seeking up and down or seeking left to right? If it's left to right, it is not doing that. It is not moving at all. It's just up, up. It is doing that twice. Up, up. Yeah. Let me see if I move it out, if it comes back home. So I'll move the laser out like that. Yeah, it goes back home. So it does know how to move. Yeah, up, down is focus. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna try to tweak it just a little bit more. And then I'm gonna give up and say this is a turd. Something about it's a turd. Yeah, okay. I throw in the towel on you, brother. You have issues that I cannot comprehend, but I tell you what you do have is a good laser sitting on you. And we are not going to leave that in you. We're going to take that back, put it back in its box, and save it for another day where we got a console with a bad laser. How did this go in again? I'm going to spend 20 minutes fucking around here trying to remember. It's definitely this way. Like that. There it is. Gotta be smarter than the box, people. Gotta be smarter than the box. Alright, so put that over here. Well, what is the brand on the PCB? I don't know. What is it? I don't know. It is a piece of shit. That's what it is. Brand. It says CCP2E20. I don't see a company name anywhere. CCP2E50. Okay, so there's lots of those all over the place. So those are parts. That's not going to help me, or you. But I don't see any name marks anywhere. PS1, you're a parts hog now. Yeah, it is. Well, you know what we could try? Because we know that, we know the power supply in the roached one is bad. We could see if the PCB in the roached one's good. We could find that out right quick. Oh, there's our other one I was looking for. Come here. This also tells me that our laser might be worth a damn out of the other one. The laser might be fine, because it doesn't read disk even with the new laser. So let's not condemn that either yet. I tell you what, I wish the game store would stop buying these ones from like fucking Goodwill. Or I don't know where he gets these, but oh my Jesus Christ. Is that unplugged? Oh no, that's my problem. Okay. There we go. Wow, it's full of fucking bugs. But honestly, the board doesn't look too bad other than the fact it's full of bugs. So we're going to try it. Because I don't want to give up yet. Alright, the board's free. I'm gonna go brush all the bugs off this. I'm not kidding. I'm gonna go do that because I don't want you to see it because it's really gross. I'll be back. Maybe I can just get them all in here. Is that good enough for a test? Yeah. I think it is. All those bug parts flying around. How many diseases did I just get? Alright. Look at that. The bug one. The bug one. Oh, we gotta put this on. This has to be sitting here. Put the laser in. Okay. Alright, okay. Put that in, put that in. For the 5th time tonight, let's get that brand new laser back out. I know it's probably not going to work, Angry, but fuck it. Let's give it a shot. We might, I don't know, might at least boot. Might read the damn disc. It might read the damn disc. How cool would that be? Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see what the fuck happens. Does it even turn on? Yeah, it does turn on. You're gonna shit your pants when this works. So the power supply was definitely bad in the roached one, but the game turns on, the motherboard turns on. The roached one works! You gotta be fucking with me. Look, he fucking booted. Ah. All right. It works. Okay, what should I set the laser to, Angry? Let me see what it's at right now. Now get off that. What's this laser set to? I have it at 2000. I think by default it was at, I think when we started it was at 2.2. I have it at 2000 right now. Maybe I just take it back to 2.2, which is where it was when we started. That's where it came from the factory. Well, what happened? No, it's 2000. I swear it was at 2.2. But if I go much farther than this, it's like it's going full circle. Yeah, that's 100 ohm there. Okay, so this is the new laser, and it was reading at 2000. So you want me to bring it all the way down to 1.1? We'll bring it down to 1.1, 1.2. It's 1.8. I'm just worried about burning it out, you know? If it's reading at 2000, then I don't know. That's 1. Oh, you guys are not... And my meter turns off. You guys need to help me with the screen changes, man. I'm doing my best here, okay? 1.5. Oh boy, 3. Okay, 1.5 in test. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1.5. There it is, 1.5. Set it on there. Bob's your uncle. Plug it in. Where the shit did I put my game? What the hell, Tristan? What did you do with it? Throw it across the fucking room? Okay, this board's bad, so this guy can go into the garbage. He can go into the parts. Well, I have NASCAR here. I don't know what I did with the damn disc. Oh well, what am I doing? Let's get it on the right cam. The roached one wants to play discs. Yeah, 1.5 is still working fine. Yeah, I will. I'll keep it. I'll keep it in the bin there. Okay, at 1.5 it's reading. I'd say it's reading faster than at 2,000. So maybe we go down to 1.1, 1.2 and see what that is. What do you say? What do you say? What says you? What says you? I think we go back. I think we go down to 1.2. Keep smoother. You wouldn't keep going down? There's 1.2. I'm gonna try it at 1.2 and see if it's any smoother. Yeah, that's about the same. I'll put it back up to 1.5. I'll put it back up to 1.5. Angry says, nope. What are you doing? You idiot! You idiot! Put it back. $1.38. $1.5. That's close enough to 1.5. Okay, let's get this situation under control here. Because this is supposed to have a back, which is this, that sits like this, or something like that, right? Or is this the top? No, the top's completely different. So this has some sort of backing that sits like that. It sits like this. And this has screws that somehow sits on it. And I don't know how, because I took all the other ones apart. Didn't I? This one's missing it too. Yeah, I took it off. So where did my screws go that would work with that? Are they these big thicky ones? No, I don't think so. Those are Atari screws. Okay, so the flex goes on the outside of this case like that. Like this. So we got this bottom plate and that sits like that. But it had screws in it, no? Like this had fucking screws. Here's our top case. Yeah, it has screws. Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck I did with them, guys. Oh, here they are. No, this has got to be for something. That's for the original Xbox right there. What did I do with them? I thought I do my best to bag stuff when I'm taking it off the workbench, and I don't think I did that very well in this case. I don't think I did. We can finally throw this away though. There's Spyro that I was looking for a minute ago. Let's get all these working Atari controllers off the bench. There we go. Off the bench. Off the bench. Off the bench. Here they are. Here they are. I did bag them. I'm not crazy. Yeah, little black ones. Here they are. Here they are. This should be them. That should be them. These long ones, I think. Or maybe it's these little silvery ones. Definitely need a smaller screw bit for that. Let's go down to 0. Okay. Little black ones. Those don't look right. Are there any more? No, that's it. It's all the screws. Oh yeah, it's just the 2. Okay, we're good. So that's that, and that sits like this. So that's done. Okay, and now we got to take this out and this out. And this needs cleaned. But for now, we're going to put it in here. Screws that were on the bottom here are this one, this one, I want to make sure it works with all the lids on and everything. This one, pretty sure. Want it 2 more, want it these 2. Pretty sure it's the inside ones on this. Yeah, it will need cleaned extremely well. You're right about that, Yank. That is slipping like a motherfucker. Let's go up to 2. That's better. Okay, then this goes on. Like that. And like this. And then these go on, yeah, on the outsides. Through the case. Like that, and here like this. And then you can usually follow the arrows. So there's one more that goes here. Like that. And then this goes on, and it just sits, and it plugs in. Okay, and then we put the top on it. Make sure the top, I just want to make sure this thing works put together. Let's open it. Is that all lining up okay? Yes, it is. And on the bottom, it takes more screws, which are the same, right? I think these are supposed to be black screws. These bottoms are supposed to be black screws. And I think I'm missing some of them because I don't think the one console had any screws to begin with, the roached one. I think it was missing all of them. And I only see 4 of them sitting here. Okay, let's see if it still works. Yeah, it does. Make sure our controller ports work real fast. How many controllers I got in here? Did I forget to plug the controller thing back in? I don't think our controller port is working. This thing is just full of issues. Yeah, I can't do anything. Should have checked that before we put the screws in, right, lads? But we didn't. We might have not plugged it in, I'll be honest. Do you guys remember? Do we plug it back in? I don't remember. Time is it? 8:30? Alright. We're running out of time, but the PlayStation 2 fix should be pretty fast. Considering all we're going to do is swap the laser, and if that doesn't work, then phooey. Okay, so our laser's going to try to stick in because the disc is in there, so let's take the disc out. Does look like... Oh no, we're definitely... No, that seemed plugged into me. Okay, let's try again with the controller now that we've replugged it in. Check memory card ports, yeah. We'll check it all here. We're gonna have to. So, there we go. Actually, we don't even need a disc to do this. We can just see if we can do anything in the menu. Nope, we can't. Man, this thing is just a demon. Everything's broke on this thing. Maybe, could it be oh man, imagine we did all this work and we got this to work and like, it will come out that way or only come out that way. Let's, man, we got to steal the roached controller connector too. Like, that is wild. Like, this console just wanted to be dead. Let's see if this roached one even works. It might be that the board has an issue with controllers, no? Like, the motherboard might still be fucked up. And if the motherboard's fucked up where it won't read controllers, then we did all this work for damn nothing, man. That sucks. That sucks, man. Alright, let's see if it works with the roached one. No. Nothing. Man, that sucks. So this motherboard works, but man. The controller ports don't work on this motherboard. Is it just gross? Like, oh no. Like, blown fuse on the board? We'll check it, Rusty. Where's the fuse at? Where's this fuse at? We're not giving up just yet, are we? We'll check. We'll find your fuse. Ah, shit. We gotta take all these damn screws out again. Yeah. Next to the port. Okay. We'll check it. And we'll get rid of this nasty one. Well, it's hard to find it amongst all the shit on the board. And by shit, I mean literal bug shit. You know? So... Ah, it's, yes, XXX. I see PS604, and it says 50 on it. Let's see if there's continuity there. On PS, on this one. There is. There's another one that says 15 on it, and I don't get continuity across that one. Here, let me see. Oh yeah, it is still plugged in, huh? Are we having fun yet? Okay, so I need a better camera. I need Russ's fancy-ass camera. But I see this one right here that says 50 on it. And right below it is one that looks to be the same, and it says 15. And that one is dead. That one's definitely got nothing going across it here. But the 51 is good. Oh, yeah. This one is PS605, and it is most definitely dead. So we'll replace that. We'll get rid of this piece of junk. We'll put the original one back in. But first we will, so I'm not going to put a fuse in. I'm just going to bridge it, right? I don't have any fuses. Wake up our iron. Solder blob it is. Solder blob it is. That's right. Solder blob with bug guts. Solder blob with bug guts should be the real answer here. All right, let me change your cam to that. And I literally already took it off because I am just so fast. And we're gonna, I don't know if I can solder blob that. That's gonna be a big blob. That is going to need to be a massive blob if you don't have wire between it. This is dangerous work. Oh, God. There we go. That is a fucking blob, ladies and gentlemen. That's a blob. Yippee! It's even got like a little little design going on there because I'm artistic. I'm artistic. You didn't know that? Oh, you guys didn't know that, huh? Oh, okay. Let's put the original one back in. And we'll go back to this cam. And, oh yeah, Angry, you got a good point. We can just take the one from the other board if this works. That's a big if, though, ain't it? Alright, let's see what it does. No, you don't want to look at me. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, now it works. See, I would have just given up there and you guys saved me. You guys are just the best. What am I gonna do with you guys? Huh. That is not the baby. Thank you, Angry and Russie. You're the best. There's no one better than you, that's for sure. All right, and we got the OG one back in there, so we don't have to use the destroyed one. Man, this was a fight. This PS1 did not want to live, did it? This PS1 wanted to die. It wanted... It did not want to live anymore. Fighting us at every turn. Motherboard wouldn't read lasers. Swap the motherboard. Controller port wouldn't work on the other motherboard. But we were bound determined to get a working PS1 here today. Russie, oh, let's get full cam here. Russie Russ is the best. The best! Clip it, chat. Angry is the worst flexes. Alright. Now let's make sure. Let's play a frickin' game, yo. We worked this hard. We worked way too hard to get this one. Did not want to work for us. Alright. Yes, thank you, Angry. Thank you, Russie. If the controller port is not working, fuse. Fuse it out. Fuse it out. Alright, this guy needs an insane amount of cleaning. But for now, All right. Can I skip this? Yes. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, we got Spyro. We got Spyro the Dragon. We're Spyroing it up. All right, this will work in PS1 now. How cool is that? Rumble even works on the controller. All right. Okay, this can be added to working, but it needs a clean. It's roached. It's roachy. All right. Let's see. How far did we get in this? Did we put the screws back in it? No way. Yeah, there we go. This is not the roached one. Okay, cool. There it goes. This one needed a new laser. We tried like 50 different combinations of stuff in this one, if you all remember, and nothing worked. So we're going to put a new laser in it. We need a much smaller tip than that. Much smaller. And we're going to see if this fixes it. The new laser makes it read disc again or not. And this will be the last thing we do tonight. Most likely. And hopefully this isn't like the PS1 and takes us forever, because that would suck. Okay, that's the bad laser. It's definitely bad because I torqued on it and ripped glue off and completely destroyed it, because I am so cool like that. Here are our new lasers. I actually got more than one this time, so I actually have a bit of a stock for the future, because I've done a lot of these PS1s now, or PS2s, this PS2 Slim. So let's get that out of there. PVR 802W. 802W. And if I'm not mistaken, this does have a solder blob. Yes, I see it. So we will have to go over to the solder bench and remove said solder blob, and turn my iron off. So this is gonna, oh, that's not what I want to do. We're gonna have to take that blob off right there, right there. Ignore the flickering camera. I'm still working on figuring out why it's doing that. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Come on, heat up. I haven't got all day. To be honest, Angry, what I'll probably do is just, as I did on the other ones, they should be calibrated out of the box. So I will see if it just works out of the box. But if it doesn't, then we will start our calibrating fun. And just like that. That's literally all it takes. And then we come back. And we're going to put the guide in. And we're also going to put the connector in. Like that. And then in it goes. And then we got to put these in. Yes, this is the one, if you remember, we tried everything on the other night to get it to read discs, and it just refused to read discs, would not do it. So now here we are. We're doing what I guess you guys would call the nuclear option, which is a new laser. But honestly, before you guys were coming in my chat, on these Slims, if it didn't read a disc, instant new laser. That's what I was doing. I wasn't even trying to calibrate them. I was just, yep, needs new laser. No fucks given. Oh shit, I see what I did. I always do this too. I don't have it in the groove on this side. So we got to take one leg out. Take this bottom one, there we go. And then we should be able to get it in the groove. There we go. It's in the groove now. My multimeter's going to beep at me. That's fine. It can beep. Ask me if I care. And then we just got to grab that and put it in here. All right, now that's in that groove. And this needs to sit like that. Okay, I will, it actually looks like it has a track to sit in. Christian, it does have like what looks to be an area that it's supposed to be confined to, and I'm gonna make sure it stays confined to said area, which like is like that, like that. Because we don't want to scratch our discs, do we? All right, now that will be confined under there, which is what we need. We'll plug those back in. Okay, this is trash from the laser. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Ready, ready, ready. Let's plug this in. And this in. And power in. And it's red. It's on. Let's get that sat where it needs to be. Roll it towards spindle. Motor tape it down, Tristan. Where's it get taped to? It's in its home. You just tape it down like... I think that's good. Honestly, I think that's good. Let's give it a disc. Let's see what the freaky freak it does. All right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers freaking crossed. Okay. Oh, this has a 2 lid detects, right? Yeah, it does. Am I holding them both? I don't know if I'm holding them both. That seems happy. Oh, that's definitely not in all the way. Okay, let's turn it off. Let's get that in all the way. There we go. See, that one leg just gets hung up sometimes. There we go. Yay! There it is. All right. That did it. That did it. It's fixed. Okay, let's get the lid back on, which is actually the super rusted one's lid because the power button was broken on this one's lid. All right, now that we got the lid on, let's test all the other discs. Let's test all our other discs. Let's test the controller. Let's make sure everything is happy. So, yeah, let's put that disc, let's give it power. We'll try PS1 game 2. We'll put a controller on it. Another saved. See, that's, yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like we're saving these from the trash, man. These things would have been going to the trash if it not for us. They were headed to the trash. This is my blue disc, so I've tested gold disc and blue disc. Now we'll test a PS1, and that's it, right? You really just have to test 3 discs, gold, blue, and PS1? Is that it? Ah, you had one blown for vibration control. Okay, interesting. Wow, that read that so fast. Damn. That one's in there. Okay, good. And this one's PS1. All right, it read all 3. So this will go in that bin. And these will go in that bin. And this will go in a different bin. That's our PS2 games. Now we got to do the funnest part. This controller works too. Well, did we test it really? I don't remember ever testing the controller. I remember, I think I hit one button. Let's actually test it. Let's test it. Let's not, yeah, let's do Guitar Hero and just move around the menu. If it moves around the menu, I'm happy. Memory card. Yeah, I got memory cards. Oh yeah, I hit one. We're rocking. Okay. Let's restart it and open the bay. So that, I don't know if any of these memory cards work actually. I honestly have no freaking idea. Oh yeah, it sees them. What's on these anyway? Action Bass, Driver Game, NCAA Sports NASCAR, GT2. Knockout Kings, NASCAR, GT2, Spyro the Dragon. That's pretty neato. Yeah, CMOS is dead on this too. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. PS1. All right, and now we gotta find what we did with all the parts. I think they're right here. Yep, they are. Cool. Cool. Let's go back to this cam. Some of these are internal screws, but it's all the same. Actually, no, this is just taking apart for both of them. Here we go. And then these are all non-rubber. These ones are rubber. That one's a rubber. This one's a rubber. And the rest are all non-rubbers. Like that. And this is all extra parts from the roached PlayStation 2 Slim that we tried to work on a few nights ago. So that's all good parts along with that. That is all good parts there. Because that one was absolutely trashed. That's trash. And this is trash because I am not. Okay. And then of course, we do one more test. Now it's all the way back together, making sure we didn't break something while screwing it in. Oh, that's not together all the way, is it? Oh, no, it is. It just takes a bigger one that I don't have. Yeah. All right, that's good enough. All right, guys. Fan-freaking-tastic. So we fixed the PS1. We fixed the PS2. I was shocked. Last OG PS2 I worked on, the battery still worked barely. Damn. That's honestly really impressive. Okay, so if you want to have a good time, haha, it should be uploaded now. I was uploading a video while I was streaming here, which was probably really freaking rough on my internet, but oh well. Let's see if it's uploaded. Yeah, when I try to open web pages while streaming, this computer takes a dump. No, I don't think it's up yet. It's still uploading. Well, I got a long video. It's like an hour and 50 minutes or something. So, it's the storage locker video of getting our arcade game Mappy. So you also get to see all the other random stuff we got out of the storage locker that weren't arcade related. And then I'll probably make another video in the future explaining how we're going to fix Mappy. Because Mappy currently does not work. It's just a green screen. I think it's a power supply. You're putting a new one in it. Angry. Yeah, that's probably for the best for longevity reasons, man. Yeah, so that video should be coming out very shortly. If you're at all interested in an Atari 2600, on my eBay store that should be linked in the description, I'm selling these with controllers and everything you need to plug into a modern TV. They're beautiful. They have all their paint redone. It should look as close as you could possibly get in 2025 to looking exactly like the original Atari did in 1980, around that time. So check those out, and check out the video when it gets posted. Yeah, Angry. It's pretty cool. It's quite the story too. I thought it would be posted by now, but I just went on my channel and I don't see it under latest, so I think it's still uploading. It was at like 20% when I started streaming, so by tomorrow it should be up. It might have freaked out and had a fault in the middle of it or something, and that might be why it's not up yet. I'll have to go look, but yeah. So check that out. Check out the eBay store. There's lots of good stuff, goodies on there, stuff that got fixed here. And stuff that came out of the locker that I'm trying to sell because I don't want it. Yes. Rusty, thanks for joining us. If you're going to be streaming later tonight, I might hop in if you're going to be streaming later tonight. I'm subbed to him anyway, so it'll tell me if he starts streaming. The race car driver poster. I think I have a few of them, yeah. The not Formula One, IndyCar. Yeah, the IndyCar framed stuff. I do have those. They're signed. Those are kind of cool. I've had those for a long time. I sold some of them right off the bat, and when I listed them, and these ones have sat forever. I think those came out of a storage locker too. I remember. I used to do storage lockers a lot more. Before I got into doing this stuff and console repair and streaming and stuff, I used to buy, like, anytime I had a day off work, I would just buy a storage locker. Yeah, the Indy one, I do still have those. I can send you more. He wants one. Angry wants one. Well, I got them. I actually have one or two that isn't listed. That's bigger, so I can send you pictures of those because I got your number if you want. Those are pretty cool. They're all IndyCar posters. So, anyways, let's unplug the Atari. I don't need that plugged in down here all night. All right, Rusty. Well, I will see you whenever you stream again. Or if I stream, I'll see you in here, hopefully. Please? Yeah. They're for sale, man. You can buy it. You can buy it. Honestly, those have been up there so long, I'd probably give it to you for whatever the shipping price was, which might be a decent. It might be like $30 shipping, depending on which one you're looking at and how big it is. Because those have just sat forever for me. So, yeah. Anyways, it's past 9 o'clock, so I am gonna go. I got other things to attend to. Go hang out with the wife, all that good stuff. But we got the things done today I wanted to get done. So that is awesomeness. So until next time, thank you all for joining me today. Angry, Chris, Russie, and everybody else. Christian, who said something earlier. I think he's in here. Or he was a long time ago, at least. Said something. Anyways, thank you all. I appreciate you all for being here. And until next time, all right? Have a good night.